Hello? Hello? Hello?
I got a new studio.
I can become a demon.
I can be in a cave. I can be the thing that causes fear. I can be a fucking robot.
Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Hot Projects, where we take a look at some of the biggest games on the blockchain right now. Today we're taking a look at some sponsored content, and then we're looking at a couple of games with a lot of things happening over the next week. We have staking, we have NFT sales, we have betas, we have NFT openings, a lot of things to look forward to, especially if you've been following me for a long period of time and gotten on some of the games that I'm in on. We have some free assets to get hold of. Yeah, lots of exciting things. Okay, let's get into today's video. Today's video is sponsored by the Unfettered, and we'll be doing a review on this, taking a look at the project, seeing what they've got in store for over the next couple of weeks. We are obviously going to be doing watch to earn giveaway, so if you want to have a chance to win $60 US, 5 of the lots will be given away. All you got to do is go down into the description, post anything you like in the comment section along with the code that will be presented at some point during the video on the screen, and then also go into our Discord, which is in the description, post your wallet address and your YouTube name, and you'll have a chance to be randomly picked from the random comment picker in 3 days time.
Also, if you don't subscribe, I'll leave your soul.
Yeah, there's that as well. That's another good reason to subscribe. Okay, so first we start with the Unfettered, the first story-based game which includes play-to-earn, NFT, and Metaverse. This is going to be a really, I mean, from the looks of these trailers, which we'll look at now, it has a cool vibe about it. It's giving me Resident Evil vibes in that really kind of chilling, haunting style. Yeah, and I think it could be really interesting. They've already made some really good partnerships. They've got a partnership with Good Games Guild. They're backed and supported by one of the biggest crypto investors in GameFi in Turkey. He's a big advisor that is linked onto this project and is helping support it, and has already attracted plenty of people. The project has 63,000 followers already. And yeah, here's the official trailer. So this really is the biggest vibe of exactly what it's going to offer. The story of this game takes place in the Age of Gods, which has been going on for thousands of years and is currently going through a very violent and bloody period. Death, who wants to put an end to this long-standing conflict, decides to change the balance by making plans for a little-known realm. For some unknown reason, a young and inexperienced woman is chosen by Death to do so. That woman accepts Death's invitation and begins her painful journey of which she is unaware. This project really could offer something different in the way of quality story. We do have some games that have some mild RPG story elements to them, but nothing with the complexity of things like God of War. That's what I want to see in the NFT gaming space. I want to see some really just good quality storyline that we can get on board with, and will attract people to play it, not just because it's NFT based, not because it's play to earn, but because of the quality of the game itself. The Unfettered has had 2 audits passed from Peck Shield and Zokyo, and also has some big partnerships with other things that you might be familiar: ICT Labs, Legends of Crypto Game, Poker City, Gains Associates, Cryo War, Blockchain Space, and Good Games Guild. So some good partnerships already made there. I think one of the biggest things that makes it most enticing is it's going to be free to play. So you're going to attract a lot more people. Free to play games actually earned 80% of the total digital games revenue in 2018, because it just has a low barrier entry that gets you involved, and then you can make that decision of, do I want to purchase it? Because at that point you know the game and you know, okay, this is worth me spending this amount of money. Year on year, free-to-play PC games are growing in revenue, so it is definitely a really big thing to get involved in. Rather than going for a, you have to hold an NFT to be able to get involved, and the NFT is going to cost you money to be able to play. This makes it way more accessible for people who aren't maybe in the crypto space, or it might be the thing that actually leads them into adopting crypto, to really understand the mechanics of this and take advantage of the play to earn. Your in-game token is souls. Souls-like and RPG-based gameplay experience is what it's going to offer. You can collect souls of defeated enemies, then you can turn them into dollars, souls, the actual token, and mint your free NFT or stake and swap your souls. Their priorities are in constantly updating the game, providing new content, creating a deflationary economy, and providing a fair and safe gaming experience for the unfettered players. In their metaverse, they hope to be able to offer lands that you can buy, open and operate your own shop, take fees from every transaction as a shop owner, and mint your free NFT or stake and swap your Souls tokens from this. And also, as well as lands, you'll be able to purchase other NFTs of in-game items. You'll be able to add those NFTs to the Unfettered for unlock and using the item. You can use your items to earn more souls and NFTs and repair your worn in-game items to increase their lifetime. So it looks like there's going to be plenty of ways to earn in this game and also plenty of utility to the souls token. The roadmap began in 2020, so they've been working on this for a long time, patiently as well, not trying to get in on the buzz that happened, around October time, around play to earn games. They're taking the time because you have to do that with a story-based game with the quality of artwork that they're looking to work on. And now we move into Q2, almost Q2 of 2022, where we've already had the IDO, the Unfettered Alpha gameplay reveal trailer. Q2 will bring the demo from the Unfettered. This will be non-blockchain version on Steam. Now they'll have to do a non-blockchain version on Steam because they don't accept games with crypto involved currently. But we'll also get the Metaverse first trailer to start selling the lands. In Q3, we'll get the Unfettered gameplay and blockchain integrated trailer. Then in Q4, we'll get the closed beta blockchain integrated. Their first Metaverse trailer will be released in Q2 of 2023. Then late Q1, open beta, Q2 launch of Unfettered blockchain, and Q3 system of the arena trailer. And you can see that their roadmap goes on beyond that. And they've got plenty of plans for their, building on their metaverse, adding co-op features. And these projects are really good to go for, ones that have longevity, that have roadmaps that are going beyond a year. For this project to be successful, they are going to need a good team, and you can check the team out. They are all doxed, so you can go check their LinkedIn profiles and see what their experience is. They do have experience in game development, so hopefully that will be utilized really well to create this game. So I think this project definitely worth following. I'll be excited to see when this gameplay releases, and you can keep up to date with this by following all their social media on their webpage. I'll put all the links in the description below anyway, so you can access this. But they have Twitter, Discord, Telegram, YouTube, Medium, LinkedIn, and email that you can utilize. Definitely helps you keep up to date with any changes, and also if they have any NFT drops, airdrops, competitions along the way, you potentially have a chance to get involved in them. Okay, on to the next one. And that's what we're starting to see now, more experienced teams that are, have experience in building PC games coming into the NFT gaming space, because NFT games just need that quality that matches up with where console games, PC games are currently on the market. And I think that's when we're going to see the next GameFi boom. Okay, next up, let's take a look at some projects that have got things going on this week. We've got some betas, NFT drops that I think are worth putting in your calendar. So Ark Rivals is one of them. I've been playing this in alpha and really enjoyed it. I think it ran really smoothly, and I thought it progressed nicely into beta very quickly, and we have seen that. So this is, if you haven't seen it, it is basically Clash of the Clans, but a futuristic version. The open beta is releasing on March the 16th. They have Arkan staking, so the token. You can find the address there on the main website. Just copy that, make sure you get that so you don't get any copies. But they are having their staking system on Tuesday and then beta on 16th. How is this going to impact the price? I mean, the markets at the moment, I think it's difficult to put your money into anything, because they just have been so bearish. But Ark Rivals is currently sitting at $6, which isn't too far off their initial public sale launch. I think it was 3 cents that you get it at IDO. So 6 cents at the moment, and it's been higher than that. If we take a look at the 7-day chart, it has 14-day. It has reached up slightly higher to 0.074. If we go all the way back to its first launch, it did have a moment of 12 cents. Could it return that? I think it could. I think it's got potential. Personally, I think the game just ran really smoothly, and there is a necessity for that type of game in the blockchain gaming space. I think it might be one of the first ones to pull it out to a good standard. It's all mobile, runs really smooth, Android and iOS. And yeah, it's got good fun upgrades, which gives the token a lot of utility. But definitely want to put in your dates in your calendars is the 16th of March to get on with that. You will have needed to actually complete one of the forms. I don't know if you've already heard of it or not. If you did, you may have already got in on the beta. You can also pre-register here, your email, that you can have a chance to win rewards of $10,000 as well. So worth getting in on, I think, in terms of a game perspective. The token, it'll be interesting to see what that does over the next week with its beta launch. Next up, we have Cornucopias, The Island Awaits. This is, I think, a very interesting looking metaverse. They've already had one NFT sale, which was the Jet, and they have their second NFT sale, which will be the GTI Javelin 2022. That will happen on the 15th, so tomorrow at 5 p.m. UTC. So if you missed out on getting the bubble jet, then you might want to get involved on this. I think it's a really exciting project because it's Cardano, and yeah, I've always think it's good to invest in other projects on other chains, especially ones that are probably going to be the biggest on those chains. So the in-game GTI will be playable, a variable rarity, and you're able to show it freshly minted ride. Here are the NFT sale details. As mentioned, rarity will differ. You have a 45% chance of common, 27% chance of uncommon, 18% rare, 9% legendary, and 1% of those will be mythic. So if you pick one up for 95 ADA, so it's about $200. What's that ADA at the moment? I know it's probably come down a bit with the current market. Maybe $1. Oof, it's 80 cents. I mean, it makes it good because you can pick one of these up for fairly cheap. So you're limited to one per person, which does mean you've got a very, very difficult chance to get that mythic. 8,900 supply. So we're looking at less than $70, $80, less than $80 to be able to pick one of these up. So I think that's a good investment. These NFTs, you do want to get in on them when they are below $100, because when there's big problem with a lot of kind of past experience within the markets, is that because things have blown up to have a value of thousands of dollars, I think now projects have started selling things for thousands of dollars at the start, and it leaves very little room for profit. Things like this have that room, especially if you pull a mythic, for bringing you some return of investment. Because they're limited, people might want them when the game comes out and is very attractive. So yeah, I always think buying these type of assets is a good buy. So I'll be picking one of these up because I missed out on the bubble jet, just completely missed out on it. So I'll be able to get one of them. We've got the details on how to prepare for that. Install wallet that's compatible, have ADA in your wallet. Best way to do, I think, is just to trade some into Binance and then send some ADA into one of these wallets that you've set up. For me, this project is a strong one because I just like the look of it, the detail, the attention to detail in the artwork, even just like the rays moving along those sides. I think if this is the standard they're going to be going for, I mean, it could be really good. Look how beautiful it is as well. It's just the shining gleam on it. You can tell a lot of work has gone into it. So this is a good sign of the team's capacity to create good content, good quality content. It will be a different, a different situation when it comes to actually playing the game, because you've got to build not just one unit, building loads of units that interact, but this could be used for racing. 650 kilometers per hour. And look, this looks really smooth and clean, which we are begging for a racer. But in the metaverse, it's going to have multiple different ways to play. I think this could be really, really good and a worthwhile investment. And I think it's not too below the radar. I think a lot of people know about it already. But 8,900 is not a massive supply. Oh, loop. Yeah, this is really good to see. I think it's got a lot of potential. So yeah, definitely want to put in your calendar, get yourself ready in terms of wallet, ready to pick one of these up. That's Cornucopias, the island awaits. Next up, I want to take a look at a project that we've looked at before, and some of you may have picked up NFTs. We got some whitelist access, some pre-sale tickets for this, so some of you will have picked some of these up. And this is Tiny Colony. The reason why I want to talk about it is because of this week we will get our first free NFT for holders of the land NFTs, and this is what I really like to see in projects, that you buy one NFT and that NFT has utility in that, you know, it's an asset that you can playable in the game, but also it has free NFTs connected to it, not charged extra ones. Because you see a lot of projects that, you know, say, right, we're going to do an avatar profile picture, you buy that and then buy the land, and then we're going to do another sale for the weapons, and then we're going to do another sale for the armor, and it can get a little bit, I feel a little bit cash grabby, and I think it damages games sometimes. If you have some utility in that, you know, it generates tokens, and those tokens can then be used to purchase NFTs, it's a little different. But from games that haven't launched, I find it a little bit annoying and frustrating to see these constant sales. And Tiny Colony is one of these that isn't doing that. So anybody who has picked up, this is a cool little intro. So anyone who has picked up the land that they had, a land sale of different colonies NFTs that happened on Fractal, you will get your first free NFT as a pet. So if we take a look at their Twitter, we can see that pets are coming. Cute little 8-bits. I mean, I love 8-bit games. I think they're just a cool Bambo. Oh, look at Bambo. I want a rainbow tail. Right, we're going for a Bambo with a rainbow trail. Tiny pets to holders will get on March the 18th. There's a collection of different types, not just Bambo. But I want Bambo rainbow tail. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, so here we can see pictures of the legendary pets. Tiny pets. So it'd be interesting. Let me know down in the comment section, what if you did pick up something, what did you pick up as a colony? There was a variety of different colonies, so can't see, but oh no, let's go to Fractal. We should be able to see the NFTs that I bought. So we did give some colonies away. I bought some commons and actually gave them away. I think we did a live stream on this and gave them away during the live stream. I think we gave 3 away because we accidentally missed somebody in the end. So I ended up buying a Sorceress Hideout, which is the second rarest. The other ones were too difficult to get hold of. They sold out very quickly. So if we look at Sorceress Hideout now, let's go to Tiny Colony and check out some of the ones that are actually listed. So we can see the nests are currently listed for 0.78 Sol. Sol has been hit bad. I mean, this was at $200 at one point. It's now at $81. And so picking a nest up, that'll save you about, what, $60 to be able to pick up the very basic form. So there's still opportunity to get the pet on the 18th if you didn't pick one then up then. If we go to the high, the spirit hotspots, these are the ones that were very, very difficult to get hold of. I mean, 25,000 Sol. Wow. I don't think anybody's going to be buying that. But yeah, we've got other ones. So the Sorcerer's Hideout, we have 1,000 Sol. It's got to be cheaper than that. 500 Sol, the cheapest. We got a Spirit Hotspot here for 250 Sol. Spirit Hotspot 150. So you can get one of these Spirit Hotspots for 75 Sol. Is the cheaper? Yeah, of course there is. 60 the cheapest. Sorcerer's Hideout 20 Sol. We start going down to the realistic prices now. So what's the cheapest you can get a Sorcerer's Hideout for? Got 10 Sol there. It looks like 10 Sol is the cheapest. We've got a 9.9 Sol. So it's worth currently $800, which I think is more than I paid for it. So I think I've made some gains. And I always see it dropping 8 Sol. So actually, I mean, it's a very good time to pick up these because we're in a bearish market. So if we go to the cheapest spirit, then was what, 30? 60 soul. Okay, so it's about $4,500 to pick up a spirit hotspot. It's quite expensive, but I mean, who knows where this is going to go in the future. You maybe might get I wonder what the rarity of the pet will have. These spirit ones will have a lot of utility as well, a lot more utility than the other NFTs. So with them, holders will be given voting rights and decision-making rights pertaining to certain Tiny Colony developments. This gives their users a voice by allowing them to influence new features for Tiny Colony. They believe that governance will help users shape the future of Tiny Colony. Colony ownership in Tiny Colony comes with other benefits, including governance, land ownership, which allows players to take part in rewards sharing in the Tinyverse. Specifically, landowners will be able to stake and earn from the rewards pool. The rewards pool will be replenished from transaction fees. This is an important aspect of Tiny Colony's play-to-earn model and providing colony owners a way to capitalise on their role in the Tinyverse. Yeah, so I think this is one that has potential down the line. We see over the next year they have a lot of different plans: Base Builder, Tiny Bazaar, Gladiator Wars, Battle Arena, Tiny Wars, Tiny Theatre, Tiny Slots. So in the next year we're going to see a lot of different types of games within the Tinyverse. And yeah, there is a very, very good development company behind this who has worked on some big titles, big IPs like Simpsons, and creating mobile games. So I think this is one that can definitely deliver on it. So, which is why I'm personally invested in it and holding my NFT. And yeah, we'll see where this one goes. But if you do have one, another thing to put in your diary, 18th of March, you'll be getting your free pet NFT. Okay, next up, we take a look at another project that if you've been following this channel, you may have picked up some NFTs for, Axe's Metaverse. This is a game that I'm really excited for because it is coming from a team that has loads of experience in creating mobile games. Top 5 mobile game publisher, 2 billion installs. So we know that they can deliver on a quality game, and Axe's Metaverse is something that is going to offer a lot of different types of games. Battle Royale, PvE dungeons, and more exciting modes. So having some of these NFTs is going to have a lot of utility in the future, which is why I figured it was probably a good investment in picking up some of these. Now they've had 3 general asset offerings with different types of characters, and I picked up some from the second one. So the Genesis Treants chests were for sale, and I didn't pick any of these up. I missed out on the sale. It was only open for like 2 hours. They also had their Binance NFT drop, mystery drop. So you may have picked up some chests from there. But the big news, the reason why I'm mentioning this is 425 BUSD. Wow, they're quite expensive, right? Yeah, but obviously they're going to give you a lot of utility in the future. This is what I'm talking about in terms of NFTs having a lot of value at sale price. And so there's not as much room. These are things that you could pick up for 8 and then maybe they have the value of 400 down the line. Yeah, it takes away some of the opportunity to make profit on the NFTs themselves, I think, from resales. But yeah, they finally had the chest redeem test happening on March the 21st. That'll be next Monday. So it's a while off, but I wanted to mention it so that you were aware of it. So to be a part of the test, all you'll need to do is have at least 1 general asset offering, 1 to 3 chests in your inventory. Now to check up on your chests and how many you've got, you need to go to the marketplace, and if you then go to chest sale, connect your wallet, you can see where the sales were happening. Now if you go to the marketplace, you'll be able to check your chests. You'll just have to log in. You go to inventory, we can see there are 2 Genesis Elf chests. So we will qualify for the chest, right? Yeah, we've got the minimum. I mean, the minimum is just what? Own 1 chest to be part of the test. And hopefully everything will go smooth and we'll be able to redeem our chest nicely. We'll get 2 elves. Yeah, I mean, we're going for a fair price. So I thought I'd buy 1 and then hopefully get a good rarity out of one of them. So we have Warrior, Barbarian, Ranger, Mage, Rogue, and different rarity in there possible from opening them. So you can see that it's not one that I've massively lumped into, you know, go all in on and bought every single chest from every single general asset offering. But I feel like 2 is a good amount to have invested in this. It's under $1,000, you know, with it being 425 per chest. I think it was just a good investment to pick up one of these at least, to be able to get involved in the metaverse when it becomes available. So I look forward to hearing from you guys, finding out what you opened when that goes live. We can do in next week's hot projects. Hopefully we'll be able to test and open these and get some good rarities. I want an archer as well. I want ranged. I don't want a barbarian. I want a ranger. Ranger or a mage, that would suit me just fine. But good luck in the opening for next week.